Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us in this seminar, Principles of Digital Content for this 2020. I'm really glad that you can be here with us. And we are going to start. So I'm going to share my screen to you and let's bring it on. Okay. I'm going to check with my team that you are actually looking at my screen. Give me 2 minutes, please. Okay, so let's go. Okay, I'm Ana Fajardo. I'm the sales manager at App Ideas Agency, and we think that you need to tell us your dreams, and we are going to work for achieve them together. Okay. To start, special thanks to the team that make this happen. Okay. So first of all, I want to thank to Tatiana Garcia. She's our project marketing manager at North America region. Please say hi, Tatiana.
Hello, everyone. I'm really happy to be here today.
Thank you, Tatiana. I'm happy too. We are going to present you all Hernan Mayol. He's the CEO and the founder at Apprentice Worldwide. Please, Hernan, say hi.
Hello, how's everyone?
Thank you, Hernan. I already present myself, and also I want to present you and thanks to these guys of our team, Camilo Forero, that is our planning and business manager, and Jason Spinell, that is our marketing and advertising manager. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about us, and we're going to start. About us, we're an American company with more than 12 years of experience in marketing and advertising. And we have a special insights and creative team in online marketing and social media strategies. We believe in our clients' dreams and we work to achieve them, building new and amazing strategies that exceed the expectation of our clients and also their clients. From our two offices in North America and South America, we manage and support clients from all different countries. If you want to know more about us, you can check upideas.us or follow us in our social media networks, and you are going to find a lot of information about us. Okay. We have more than 1,000 clients worldwide, about a lot of sectors, a lot of industries, so you can check more info in our website, okay? And Hernan, it's your turn.
Thank you. And so I'm Hernan Mayo. I'm the founder of Apprentice Worldwide, which is a global career development network. And we started in 2014 to support emerging leaders and young professionals in transition from the college into the real world. And we began in Miami, and now we're in around 40 locations around the world with around 1,000 participants. So we're excited to join forces with Up Ideas for this event. Thank you.
Thanks to you for being here. Okay, so are you ready? Let's get back to basics, okay? Please, before we start, take into account that if you have any question or comment about the seminar content, or you have a content idea for our next seminar, or after attending this seminar, you realize that you need to schedule a meeting with Up Ideas Agency or Apprentice Worldwide, please write to us an email at info@upideas.us. Okay? So we're going to start our seminar, and let's warm up with some statistics. Please, Tatiana, it's your turn.
Okay, so in here we have some really good statistics about the digital around the world in July 2020. So over the total population, there are 7.79 billion that live in urban areas. there is 5.15 billion of people that use mobile phones. There are 4.57 billion of users that use internet, and there are 3.96 billion of users that are active on social media. And in here we have the daily time spent with media, and we want to share with you this information so you can check if it will help you on your marketing strategies or anything. So we have that people use internet on 6 hours and 42 minutes daily. They are in social media for 2 hours and 22 minutes. They watch television for 3 hours and 22 minutes. They listen to music streaming services for 1 hour and 31 minutes. And they are in game consoles for 1 hour and 10 minutes. In here we have another statistic of online content activities, and we can see that almost everyone it's watching online videos the 90% of the time. The 52% of the time they are watching blogs. 72% of the time they're listening to music on streaming services. 48% of the time they're listening to online radio stations, and 42% of the time they're listening to podcasts.
This is really interesting information because actually we can see in these statistics that people is consuming online videos, a lot of online videos. So we need to take this into account when we are developing our content, or brand content or business content, okay?
Okay, and this one is my favorite data, because in here, like if you can check your region to see how this will affect you or help you. In here we have the social media use versus the total population, and we can see that the place where people uses more social media, it's Northern America, Southern America, and Central America. So if you live in Southern America, you have an 68% of people using social media. If you live in Northern America, you have 69% of people using social media, which is really, really interesting.
Yeah, actually, we want to make a little exercise with you, and that is actually check your region and find out what is the percentage of people that are using social media versus the total population. Okay, so do it very quickly because we need to continue.
In here, we are going to talk about the top 3 world's most used social platforms. And as you can see, Facebook is on top with 2,600 million users, and then followed by YouTube and WhatsApp with 2,000 million users. So you can see almost everyone has Facebook.
Yeah.
And in here we have the top messenger apps around the world. And as you can see, there are almost 2 dominant colors worldwide, which is the blue one and the green one. The green one is WhatsApp and the blue one is Facebook. So you can see almost everyone uses or either WhatsApp or Facebook, which you can use. For example, if you're doing marketing, you know which app to use or which one not to use for your convenience. For example, in Southern America, you can see almost everyone has WhatsApp but not Facebook. Or in Northern America, you would like to use more Facebook than WhatsApp.
Yeah.
In here, in this statistic, we have the global mobile app rankings downloads. So we're going to talk about the 5 first ones. And as number 1, we have TikTok. Number 2, we have Zoom Cloud Meetings. Number 3, we have Facebook. 4, we have WhatsApp. And 5, we have Instagram. And also for the people in the advertising industry, we have another chart on the right, so you can check the mobile app ranking downloads. Now, as we know, the COVID is changing a lot on the internet industry. So here we have the COVID people spending more time with devices. So we can see that people are spending 70 times more time on smartphones or mobile phones, 47% more time on laptop computers, 33% more of time or on PCs or desktop computers, and 23% of their time on tablet devices. And here we have another chart related to the COVID-19, which shows the digital's role in helping people cope. Now, 83% of the people says that it helps them cope with COVID-19 related lockdowns. 76% of the people says it helps them with the children's education. 74% of the people say it helps them to keep in touch with family and friends. 67% of the people say it helps them to do their jobs. 65% of the people say it helps them to keep their children entertained and engaged. 45% of the people say it helps them with their shopping. 44% of the people say it helps them with the grocery from food stores. 43% of the people say it helps them improve mental health and well-being. 41% of the people say it helps them to get access to doctors and healthcare. 40% of the people says it helps them to keep fit and exercise, and 29% of the people says it helps them improve their income and finances. So you can really use this information if you're giving a service or a supply, and this will help you.
Yeah, this is really important because if you are actually in a business that is focused in bring people services related with this, it's your moment. Okay. Thank you, Tatiana.
You're welcome. And in here we have some interesting facts. For example, did you know that 63% of people feel most comfortable sharing and talking about content in messaging apps? And also, did you know that 52% of consumers say they get frustrated when brands don't offer any human interaction? I feel really related with this one because I think it will be easier and faster if you get like someone to pick up the phone and help you with everything. I'm really related to that one. And this one is really interesting. Did you know that 69% of TikTok users are from 16 to 25 years old, and 60% of the users reside in China? So you can see for your marketing if TikTok is the correct app for you. And did you know that 60% of internet users said they had watched a video on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, or Instagram in the past month? So you can really see the influence of videos on social media.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember that yesterday we were talking with Hernan actually about this statistic, and this is like the first gift that we want to give to you in this seminar. That is these ones, and is that actually a lot of business and companies are focus their efforts in go and start advertising in TikTok, but actually you need to really take into a look who is there and what do you want to achieve being in TikTok. Okay, so thank you, Tatiana, and we want you to give you like a few seconds to think what to think about these statistics. What do you think about them? If you have any question, you have any comment about the content that you already see, please write to us to info@appideas.us. Okay, so we are going to start with the principles. The first principle is have a plan. Okay, and we want to share with you this quote by Seth Godin that says that making promises and keeping them is a great way to build a brand, and you are now available to actually keep uh, um, and making promises if you don't have a plan in online marketing. Okay, so not having a plan, it's equal to not having a strategy at all. And this is a serious mistake because when you are going to promote your company, your product, your service, or even your personal brand on a digital world, you need to have a plan. But do you know how to start this plan? Okay, we developed a 5 level scale in which we want that you check in which level is your business, okay? And we are going to share with you some questions that actually we want you to have like a piece of paper and a pen to answer them, okay? Because this is going to give you like the basis to start this plan, okay? It's not going to be like objectives and another stuff. This is going to give you the roadmap that you need to develop to achieve this plan and actually to make it. Okay, so we are going to start. The first level is presence, and we want you to answer this. Why are you on social media? Why and what do you have a website for? What business image do you want to convey? What are your goals on each digital marketing channel? What are your progress indicators? Or even do you have some of those or even one? Have you a specific timing for your plan? Okay, this is the first level. We're going to continue. The next level is visibility. And the questions are, how many followers do you have in each social media? How many connections do you have? How many visits do you have on your website? And how big is your database? Okay, you have it? Okay, we're going to continue. The next level is positioning. And the questions are, what is your interaction or engagement rate? How long is the dwell time and interaction rate on your website? What is the click-through rate in your email marketing or SMS marketing strategy or texting marketing strategy? Do the customers remember you? And do you know why they remember about you? Okay, we're going to continue. The next level is sales. What is the probability of each digital marketing channel in your business? What is the conversion rate for each digital marketing channel? How each digital marketing channel helps in your business objectives achievement? Okay, and the last one is loyalty. And the questions are, what is your client's buyback rate? How many of your clients recommend you? How many referrals do you receive from them? What is your business interaction rate with your customers? And how many clients are benefited from your loyalty strategies and campaigns? Okay, we hope you can answer this and actually have the start of your plan. Okay, we're going to continue to the next principle. Remember, if you have any question or we are going too fast, write to us, please. The second principle is correctly develop social selling. And this is really important because regardless of the size of your company or business, you must know the rules of the game and play right, okay? And we need to understand the difference in social networks that is actually social selling and what is organic content, okay? Because on an organic level, followers in social networks can get tired, can get bored when you only focus your content in sales and on yourself, okay? And if there's no value add content, you become irrelevant, okay? You are like a ghost in social media. And you must focus business and sales purposes communication in the correct digital marketing channels, okay? Because knowing how to choose the one that actually works for your company or your business, for your product or your service, and you need also know how to choose those ones that you can manage properly, because there's nothing worse that have a social media network but like you are not doing anything like in the past month. Okay, we are sharing here with you some of the digital environment. We know, and you must know also that there's a lot more, but we want to share with you like the most famous and the most used. Okay, so um, according about we were saying, those that allow us to have organic content and made paid campaigns focus in social selling, we have here Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, and Snapchat. And some of those are focused in video content. And we have here YouTube, Instagram Reels, that it's like out of the oven, and TikTok. Also, we want to talk here about search and display, because Google Ads are really doing a good work in all that have to be, or all the payment campaigns about searching and displaying, and Google remarketing. If you have any question about this, you can write to us and we can give you more info about this. Other apps that are really important now, that actually Tatiana were talking about this and she was like shocked with the graphic, but was like, okay, the global world is a half my WhatsApp and the other half is Facebook Messenger. Yes, yes, it is. And another message channels are email and SMS or texting. The other environment or digital environment that we use a lot are websites and landing pages. And we are talking website that only shows info or e-commerce, or all the websites, and landing pages that are oriented or focused in one or two objectives from the visitors. Okay, and another platforms that depends on your industry or your business. You are able to be in one or another according in your product or your service. Okay, so we have some one of those that are eBay, Amazon, Yelp, and another apps. Okay, if you have someone that you think that it must be here, please write to us and we are going to add it. Okay, thank you. And I don't know if do you know about the shopping. Okay, this is like new, but not that new. It's like from this year. And are the Facebook shopping, Instagram shopping, and Google shopping. And basically what Facebook and Instagram, that are social networks, and Google did, is that they built a specific space in which you can show your product or services and you can sell them. Okay, in the United States, you can put all your products and services, and actually you can link the payment method to your account. Okay, you are receiving like the payment like this quickly. In South America and in Central America, you need to link it with an e-commerce, because it's not like that directly as in the US. Okay, just for taking into account, please check your social networks and you are going to find this. Okay, we are going to talk now about the third principle. Okay, that is differential content. So nearly 80% of the content that we are going to consume in the coming years are video and images, but it must be coherent with the brand or business and align with the plan. Do you remember the questions? Okay, need to be aligned to this. Okay, and when we talk about differential content, we want or we want to share to you some specific classes that you can take into account when you are developing yourself or with your agency or with a partner this content. Okay, the first one is about product or service. And actually, what we do, or a lot of companies do, is always talk about or my product or my service. And what we need to do is actually to talk about them, but in a different way, in a way that I say, okay, that's what I need, and not something that I'm always thinking like, oh my God, here's come again. He's going to sell me again. Okay. So we need really to add value in the content associated with your product or your service. Okay. Here's the second class, that is value add content, that actually this content is focused in teach the consumer about stuffs. Okay, it's like a e-learning platform in which you are going to teach them and you are going to make them know information that they even think that exist. Okay, and it's information related with your product, with your service, or actually your company. And this is something really important that you must not be afraid to share in social network, because if you don't do it, people it's not going to get engaged with you and actually see the value of your product or your service. The other one is interaction, and it's because social networks allow us to interact. It's like a double via channel of communication with them. So that's why you need to create a content that allow the users, allow your avatar consumers, allow your actually clients to interact with your brand, with your product, with your service. Okay, so it's important to create this type of content. And the last one is frequently asked questions. And in all the industries, all the companies around the world, we know what are the frequently asked questions that all the customers have about my product or my service. And we make to the customers of the or the leads so difficult to find this information that is like, if you know that they are going to ask this, why you don't put this together in a place that is actually easy to find? So this is like a really huge bunch of information that you can put in a good work card or a good content like a podcast, a video, work, artwork, or I don't know, the content that you usually develop to show to your customer or your client. Okay, so I want to ask you, how your content is distributed in each digital marketing channel? Are you doing well? You think that you need to improve this? Take a little second to think about it. Okay, I want to ask you, are you doing spam? Basically, do spam or doing spam is when you repeat a lot of times the same message and actually is not taking any value to the people or to the person that is hearing. Okay, that's do spam. And a lot of brands or company do that all the time in social networks and in the websites and all the digital content that they are sharing. Okay, so it's important that you actually take a look of what you are doing and check if you are doing spam. Okay, and the last question that I want that we try to answer in your houses or your offices is if you are doing social approach with your content. And this is related not only if you do a donation or you give meals to poor people or you are doing something about, I don't know, COVID or health. No, is if you are really conscious about how you can help the community and the social environment that you are affecting or in which you are trying to enter with your product or your service. Because in your content, you actually can teach people about a lot of things that have a social approach. So it's important that as a brand, as a companies, as a business, we need to be responsible about the content that we are sharing, that we are actually paying for be advertised around the country or the world, and we need to take that into account. Okay. Remember, if you have any questions, something is not getting really clear to you, or you have an idea already, you say, "Oh, I know what I'm going to do for the for finish this 2020." Please write to us to info@appideas.us. Okay. And the fourth principle is interaction and user content. So I really love this quote from Brian Kramer that says that there's no more B2B or B2C. It's human to human. And actually, that's the reality because brands, company, business are made of people that actually works there. Okay. And consumers, users, clients are people too, even though are business. So we need to understand that you need to turn your brand, turn your business into a strategic partner of your clients because both parts are people. Okay. So for approach that, we need to understand who your customer is. Okay. And we need to take into account the different segmentation variables that we can find because all the time or a lot of the time we only focus in the demographic level. Okay, we only like register the age, the gender, the incomes, or another demographic data that is not enough to understand who my customer is. And we want to share with you another three segmentation variables that we need to take into account to understand him. Okay, one of those are motivations and interest because we need to know what motivate my lead, my potential client, my client or my consumer. What motivates them? What make him, I don't know, awake in the morning? Okay, and we need to understand also what is he or she interest of, because if we are not making any like click with them in that, they are not going to understand even the value of my product or my service. Okay, we also need to know their fears and desires. Okay, and nowadays the only thing that we know is that people don't want to get sick because we are in this um, health situation that it's not only in your country or my country, is around the world. Okay, so we can know in some point the fears and desires of people, and also Tatiana shared that in in the statistics. So we need to take that into account. And the other steps, I want to make you an example. If we are selling something for the family, okay, and we know that the person that take the decision in the house in home is the father, we are going to talk about, hey, you want to take care of your kids, you want them to be safe after you are not with them. So you need to focus your value add information of your product or your service in this. And the last one is the behavior, because sometimes we don't even know how is the process that the client or the users do to have my product or my service. And even though we even do the consumer journey to know what is the process that is before that, because before the buy or even to look the product, there is another process that is the consumer journey that allow me to know in which part of that process I need to be shown to actually make that people turn on and say, oh, okay, that's cool, I want to have it. Okay, so it's important to have this also into account. And we need to know too this what is the situation in which my client is. okay? And to know something about someone, what you do, you ask them. If you want to know if, uh, I don't know, your mother, your father, your husband, your wife is angry, is upset, what do? You ask them. You say, "Hey, are you angry?" So I don't know why when we are talking about customers or potential clients, we don't do the same. And we need to do the same because, as I said before, all of us are humans. So digital marketing channels make it easier to listen and talk with our customers or clients. But we need to know how to do it. Okay. So how to interact, to listen and to talk with consumers, potential customers, clients, leads, all. We are going to share with you some of the channels that our clients use, but you can add all of those that actually works for your business or your brand. Okay. Some of those are chats and comments on social networks, suggestions and online service, user blogs, market research. And market research can be like research of other business, big business, like we show before that are from HotSuite, or even internal research that you pay for another company or you do it yourself. Okay. Tweets, video blogs, testimonials of experience that you must have about your customers and customers of the other companies. Okay. Influencers, but that's like information that you need to take into, I don't know, to really look, but carefully. Okay, because no, all the influencers are as good source as others. Okay, and also memes and trends. I want to ask you, what others come to your mind or apply to your business? If you think that we must like add some to this, please write to us and we are going to do it and appreciate that. Okay. And this is like a big question that all the people that ask us about marketing do, and it's how to organize the team. Okay. Actually, we put it in three different ways, like to resume that. And is one option is in-house, that it's actually have your team in-house in your company. That is have your designer, your community manager, your content manager, your ads planner, your strategic marketing, and okay, all the team that you need to make this happen. Okay. The other form to do it is to have a partner, that actually is to have an agency or a third part that help you to do that. Okay. Some of the companies actually have like a marketing manager or a marketing head that is thinking all the time in the strategy, and let them the agency or the third part to do like the hard work. Okay. And the other form to do it is mentoring. That is actually to have a, a little team in-house, not all the team, a little team, and you have or you um, need to work together with a partner, an agency, or a third part that is going to teach them the best way to develop marketing strategy, marketing online strategies, or social media network strategies. Okay, so that's like the three different forms in which you can organize the team. Okay, and for summarizing, the four principles are: have a plan, social selling, develop it correctly, differential content, interaction, and user content. Okay, that's the fourth one. And for those that join us until the end, we have this second gift that is like the big, I don't know, finding that we have this year. And it's a statistic that is going to help you a lot when you need like to present your next marketing plan. This is going to support all the stuff that you say to your boss, to the CEO, to the director board, to everyone. Okay. So we need to understand that marketing works in two ways. Okay. Works in brand building and sales activation. And we can see it here. What happened when we activate a paid campaign? We start to see how this increase, how the sales activation increase, and after the campaign happens, it starts to go down again. And when you continue starting the paid campaign, you start to grow again and another down. Okay, but I want you to see the green line that is brand building, and this is something that a lot of times we don't have into account when we are showing actually the statistics or the numbers about what we achieve when we do online marketing. Okay, and is this is the brand building, and we need to take into account this, because even though the sales depends on the sales activation, depend of the campaigns and the strategies that you do with commercial areas and with the CEOs, the board, and everything, you are making a brand building, and that's something that is not going down. Okay, and if you have any idea or you are thinking a lot of things and you say like, okay, I need like to talk with someone, write to us info@upideas.us. Okay, and the third gift is a really amazing invitation that Hernan have to you all. So Hernan, it's your turn.
Well, thank you. Before we go with the invitation, I want to tell you how important this is, that you have mentioned, not only for your companies, but also as individuals trying to promote themselves. So we at Apprentice Worldwide, we have a hashtag called building career momentum. And career momentum, when you talk about brand strategy, is to continuously be learning and improving in every step of the way, whether you are in the community or inside your corporation, or developing your brain by taking part in learning activities. So with that in mind, we created this event, which is our fourth annual event that we do. Before it was the Millennial Career Expo, but we recognize that Generation C is also starting in the workforce. So now it's the Visionary Leader Summit this year. And this year is going to be virtual. So it was going to be in Puerto Rico this year, but we decided to push that for next year. And this year we're going to do it virtually. But what we're going to talk is with leaders from around 15 to 20 different industry segments that are going to talk about different topics that are going to enhance your career and allow you to position yourself as a greater leader, as a young leader, and be able to get this information from senior executives from around the world. So it's not only the people in Miami, it's people from, we're going to have people from New York, people from Brazil, people from Colombia that are going to teach you best practices to take your career and your businesses to the next level. So I hope that you can join us. It's October 7 and 8. Mark the date. For more information, just go to our website, apprenticeworldwide.com, or apprenticeworldwide.com/expo, which is how you get into more details about the conference. But I do hope that you can reach out to us and learn together as you build also a true network that'll be with you, in a long run.
I don't know if you want
well.
to talk more about this to make them more curious to look more in the website.
Yeah, so the agenda. Thank you for sharing. The interesting part is that when you attend a conference, right, you normally attend with the intent of doing two things, right? One, networking around, and also getting content, right? What we do is we create the basis for continuous interaction with the people that attend. So once you attend and become part of this team, these people will remain with you hopefully for a lifetime. So that's how we build, relationships. We recognize that the relationships are more important than the businesses attached, and that proves many times when you are out of a job, for example, all of a sudden that you have to, all of a sudden reach out to your network. And I like the word network in Spanish better than network,
Yeah.
because it's called red, which means a network
Yeah.
that a web
Yeah.
that picks you up when you're down. So this is what we're trying everybody to build, to build a network, to build yourself up together with people that care about you. So I hope that you can
Yeah.
attend. It's going to be
Thank you
great.
for sharing, Nan. And actually, we want to thank all for being here with us. We hope that this information and everything that we shared today be really insightful and you really learn a lot of this. If you have questions, you want us to share some of the content that we already present to you, you can write to us to info@appideas.us. Also, if you want to know more about Apprentice Worldwide and about this amazing event that Hernan and their team is going to do, please also write to us and go to his website. I really love these I don't know how to say it because it's not like a non-profitable. It's like a really like a dream that you are making to all the young people around the world that are starting their work life. So I really love that. You know that I'm falling in love with Apprentice Worldwide. So I hope you all can join us. And thank you for your time.
Thank you. And again, I appreciate the content, because this time is when we need to help people around the world trying to position themselves to try to get better in their careers, or make their businesses grow a little bit. It's so I do appreciate what you guys did up ideas to help our team and the people around that are looking at this. So again, thank you. We'll talk.
Okay. Thank you all. Bye bye.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Bye bye.